You can probably expect a surge of shoppers at the mall this week as we close in on Christmas. The National Retail Federation says 37 million people didn't even start shopping as of late last week, and that includes me. The group raised its holiday sales forecast from a gain of 2.3% to 3.3%. And now many economists are also getting quite bullish on holiday sales. For more, we're joined by Tom Chin, Managing Director of the Telsey Advisory Group, or TAG. Tom, it always seems like there's this last-minute surge with consumers waiting to buy, waiting for the better deal. Should we get more optimistic about the season?
Margaret, I think we're very optimistic, actually. Starting from Black Friday, when we had 20 of our folks out in the stores across the country, we saw a very good pickup in terms of traffic and conversion. We saw a spill through to that Saturday and Sunday, and as well in terms of Cyber Monday, pretty strong results. And so I think we are poised to have a pretty positive holiday season. TAG, we're estimating roughly 4 to 4.5% increase in total sales
versus last year.
Exactly.
But does your optimism stop on December 26th? I mean, what do we get excited about after the forced buying of, having to go out and buy a Christmas present?
Yeah, clearly kind of the gift-giving kind of time frame is now, but we're encouraged by a couple data points. I think what we're seeing out there in the malls, and actually our team is out there this week canvassing the malls across the country, we're seeing a couple of things. One, more self-purchasing, and so we're seeing kind of places like women's apparel retailers actually seeing a little bit of a pickup in terms of traffic and conversion. We're seeing that with electronics as well in terms of more conversion and more self-purchasing. And I think we're also just seeing generally more healthiness of the consumer. Because as we're seeing kind of the companies open up their wallets in terms of whether it's remodels or new store openings, increasing in terms of actually employees, as well as marketing budgets, all those things will tend to drive traffic.
So within the next, 10 shopping days that are left, do the prices for items for the consumer go down from here, or can we assume you're just going to get the best deal now?
I think, generally we've seen the retailers have a pretty normal promotional cadence. I don't think they're going to discount as heavily as, say, a couple of years ago where they had to really clear out the inventory. So I think you will still see some bargains towards, kind of the end of the season where people are really kind of doing their last-minute shopping.
Mm-hmm. So, yesterday we saw that report from Best Buy, and it felt like a lot of people hit the brakes and said, whoa, I thought electronics were supposed to be right this season, and it kind of threw off some estimates as to what kind of buying we might see. Is it that Best Buy just had a market share problem, or are you seeing less buying of electronics?
It seems to us that it's more of a market share problem than anything else, because when we're out in the stores, we still continuously see iPads, any type of tablet computer still do well, Kindles. We're seeing video games in terms of the Kinect, which has been a pretty popular item during this holiday season as well. So consumer electronics, although it was relatively flat from the government data, we still see a lot of shoppers interested in that, particularly during the holiday season.
Talk to me about the high end there. Jewelry is a bright spot, the ultimate discretionary item.
Absolutely, and we're seeing a lot of strength. We've seen that for several months now. I think with the feel-good factor, the market's doing better. We obviously see a correlation between that and luxury spending. What we're also encouraged by is that some of that middle tier is actually coming back. And so if you think about some of the jewelry companies that aren't at the upper high end, we're seeing some positive results there as well. So we're encouraged by the fact that it's not really kind of the high end and low end, and we're seeing some of that middle tier come back.
And you point out Uggs are still selling. Footwear is still a hot category.
Absolutely. I think, consumer electronics during this period, footwear also has been a category that's been very strong over the last, probably over a year or 2 years now. And we continuously see in terms of department stores as well as specialty stores, the traffic is really concentrated around that footwear area. So boots, including Uggs, have done very well this season.
So that's, a certain range of spending ability. USA Today had this really sad story today about the demand and requests for Santas and malls being asked for basic goods, for coats and for just pure staples because of the pressure on the lower income levels right now. Are you seeing a lot of buying of just very basic goods this season?
I think that there is still kind of continuously that staples buying, and we're seeing kind of year-over-year increases. But what we're encouraged by is that some of those discretionary items, and so the non-basics and non-core basic items, we're seeing actually pick up. And so I think there's a little bit of still a bifurcation in terms of the high end and the low end, and then again the middle we think is coming back at a good pace.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.